Thanks, Tom. Hello, everyone, and welcome on behalf of our team. And thank you for attending today. We are Wandrr, the web app where history finds you. Before we introduce you to the app itself, we'd like to introduce ourselves. I am Marianne Walton, an Army spouse.
I'm Yaping Liu, an Army spouse as well.
I'm Susan Steffen, and I'm a Navy spouse. And I'll introduce our teammate who unfortunately couldn't be here today, Ty Kavanaugh, a 6-year Navy veteran. When traveling, we found that our options for learning about the place we're touring were limited to organized guided tours or overcrowded and sometimes expensive tourist sites. We also discovered how easy it is to pass up interesting historic sites just because they're not marked or well known. Our app is designed for people who love travel and history and want a fast, simple way to see the hidden places that surround them. This quote from Henry Rollins, former frontman of the band Black Flag, resonated with us, and we hope with our users of our app as well. I hit the streets every day with no real plan besides walking and seeing what happens or taking a taxi across town and finding my way back. Wandrr seeks to show more than just sterile tourist attractions, to reveal the real history of significant but forgotten places. Take this unassuming parking lot in Ty's hometown, for example. With Wandrr, we can open a window to the past of this empty space in a strip mall between an electronics store and a tiki bar. This site was once the home of a legendary punk bar that even hosted a Black Flag concert during its tenure. The Cuckoo's Nest became infamous not only for its live music, but for its patrons' parking lot brawls with those from Zuby's, a long-gone country bar next door. Other travel and map apps list a location's most popular sites first, which makes sense because that's what many tourists are searching for. However, this also requires the user to dig a little in order to find those hidden gems. They also didn't offer an easy way to save locations and articles for future reference. Articles tended to cover a smaller, slightly academic variety of topics. In addition, we found maps that were filled with general information like restaurants, which, while useful, made it harder to find exactly what we're looking for. When we built our app, we wanted to display more varied points of interest than the typical ones you might find elsewhere. Wikipedia offered us a wealth of information that couldn't be easily found from other sources. We also wanted users to be able to save articles to reference later and to be able to categorize them for trip planning purposes. Our map highlights only the information relevant to the purpose of our app, making it simpler for the user to see what they're looking for. Now let's see Wandrr in action with Yaping.
Thank you, Susan. A standard user of our app would be a traveler who likes to explore the hidden places around him without paying to a guided tour. We'll walk through of our Wandrr app from perspective of a new traveler named Lily, who will be driving from Southern California to the Bay Area. So I'll be Lily. Hi, I'm Lily. I heard about a wonderful app named Wandrr from my friend. Let's check it out. Cool, I love the different colors of the clusters on the map, and I'm gonna register as a new user Lily first. After sign up, it takes me to the home page. I guess it'll take me to the map, clicking this button. There's a show style options button up here, and I'm wondering what does that do? Cool, it shows me the different map styles. I like the light style, so I'll use that one for now. Let's say I want to explore the area in Auckland. So when I put the name in the search bar, it automatically takes me to the area I'm looking for. You can see lots of items in San Francisco cached from previous users' explorations here, but clustered efficiently, so my browser stays fast. I can click a place I just discovered and view the summary of the place. From here, I can open a new Wikipedia page and read the story about it. I can bookmark this place too. This island looks nice, doesn't it? I definitely want to visit. So I'm gonna bookmark it. Wow, this place is amazing. But wait, how can I drive to the middle of the ocean? Now I can go to my current location by clicking here and look at places along the way. Here is where I am on the beach right now. And here's where the Cuckoo's Nest strip mall. And I heard that it's once a nightclub, so I'll bookmark it and read about its history later. There's also a beautiful beach nearby called Huntington State Beach where I want to visit, so I'll save this too. When I go to the bookmarks, I can check all of the items I just saved. I can delete the item that doesn't seem very interesting. If I want, I can also create lists and add my bookmarks into different lists. I'm creating a list based on location name here, Lily's California trip. And then go to my bookmarks. And from here, I can add these items into my list by simply clicking. And now I'm supposed to see them under my California trip list. Next, I'm going to talk about the technologies we used. For front end, we use React and Bootstrap to build our user interface and style the components. For backend, we use PostgreSQL as our database, Django along with Django REST framework to provide interface to our server. There's a framework called Swagger that we use to create documentation for our API. It includes information on how to define paths, parameters, responses, and more. We also use GDAL. GDAL is a library of tools used for manipulating geospatial data. It's used for our database dealing on how to store the points and how to display clusters at the front end efficiently. The main API we used are MediaWiki and Mapbox. MediaWiki is the API of Wikipedia, and it's used to search wiki pages near location. For Mapbox, we mainly use its map service and search service to render our app and let users search the points of interest. Now, Mary is going to talk about the challenges and the stretch goals.
Thank you, Yaping. With Wikipedia having such a large library of data, we had the challenge of what to save to our backend database and how. And in the end, we came up with a solution that allows a saved record of data points that have been explored already to allow for a quick recall in the front end. Also, we had several challenges as we integrated the data with the various map features. A specific example is that map and database features Postgres could not handle required GDAL to work. This in turn created difficulties to work through when deploying on our different operating systems and to Heroku. Finally, we had some logistical obstacles. With half of the team on the West Coast and half on the East Coast, paired with illnesses and other life events, it could be hard to all meet together at the same time. But we made this work still through our Slack channel, Zoom, and the use of Trello, a project management website. Wandrr is fun to explore and informative, but there are still some stretch goals that we have for the app. First and foremost, mobile capabilities. Wandrr would be especially useful and inspiring to the user when walking around outside and standing among the locations they are reading about. And next, while the app does have the ability to create public bookmark lists to share with others, we envision more user interactivity. For instance, the ability for different users to rate where they've been, discuss a topic on a forum, or even submit their own historical trivia regarding a location. Lastly, we would like to incorporate historical pictures and videos for the users who would prefer to learn visually. This concludes our Wandrr presentation. Feel free to check out our app at that link and contact us at the information on our side.